Hi, I'm Anissa, and I'm from Leimert Park, California. I took up tap because my dad kind of forced me into tap class and to jam sessions, and I was really bad at it at first, but as time went on and I got more comfortable with it, I started to like it more and love it and listen to more music. So in the end, it became a heartfelt connection that I thought was really great. I took tap class when I first started tap dancing at Debbie Allen Dance Academy with Jason Samuel Smith and Chloe Arnold. I took, I want to say, like 10 classes a week, maybe like 2 with Chloe and 1 with Jason, and I was really like a beginner, and I took every single class, whether it was advanced or beginning, and I got yelled at, and Jason would kick me out of class because I couldn't do over the tops. And yeah, they were pretty hard on me, but I knew that because they wanted me to be better and they wanted me to be good, that it was for a good reason. So I kept going and I kept at it. In terms of tap dancing, I've admired, one of my favorite tap dancers is Peg Leg Bates. He had one leg and he was still getting it, and I thought it was amazing. I also admire Maybelline a lot. She was very womanly and very sensual, and she used her hips and her legs a lot, so I thought that was really great. And she's an inspiration because she's a woman, and not really that many women were tap dancing, really getting greasy and getting down, and she represented well, so I thought that was great too. My teachers, Chloe Arnold, my sisters and Syncopated ladies, Sarah Reich, Melinda Sullivan, Maud Arnold, all the women around me who tap dance have helped me a lot in terms of confidence, in terms of my feet, in terms of being able to promote myself as a person and as a tap dancer. From your resume to your headshots to everything, they've really helped me hone my skills and really tell me when something is wrong and when I really need to correct it and how I should go about it, and if I, you know what I mean, if they need any type of, you know, constructive criticism, they help me with it. So I really appreciate that all the time. My biggest obstacle was confidence. My confidence was very low when I first started tapping, especially being in control of my body and being able to accentuate my womanhood in a way that Chloe or, you know, anybody else needed me to, in terms of doing choreography. If she wanted me to use my body more, I had to really go inside my brain and tell myself, like, Anissa, you can do this and you can be confident about it. Now I can go and tap in front of who knows what, who knows who, in the middle of the street, and I'll be okay without feeling like I'm being judged.
Right.
family is very supportive, I must say, even though, you know, I get on their nerves because I tap everywhere I go, in the grocery store and in the kitchen, and my mom tells me to stop and shut up and everything like that. They are always very supportive whenever I have a show or a rehearsal. They always want to know when, where, who, what, why, 1001 questions. And, you know, sometimes it can be annoying. I'm like, ugh! I tell them anyway, but at the same time, I would be very heartbroken if they weren't asking me anything at all. My peers thought that tap dancing was a really cool thing. Because most people don't do it. So they would, you know, see me doing it, like, oh my God, that's so dope. Oh my God, that's so cool. Or, when are you going to teach me how to tap? And when are you going to do this? And when are you going to do that? And are you going to audition for the talent show? And I would, and they would be like, that's so cool. They were so into it because nobody really did it. And it helps more when you really feel confident about what you're doing as a dancer, because then you're like, yes, I got this, and you know, you get to perform in front of all your friends, and it's a great feeling. Learned a lot from YouTube, actually, because a lot of people put footage from old stuff on YouTube. It doesn't matter who you are. Rest in peace, Chance Taylor. Some of his greatest improvising shows, who knows what he's doing, they're on YouTube, and it's just like somebody could rip that choreography, whatever he's doing, you know. Bunny Briggs and Honey Coles and all these great tap dancers you can learn from what's on the internet. I feel like the future of tap it's on its way, it's on a rise, and I think that young people like myself have a power that is like no other. We have the control to make tap a force in the dance world, and I feel that we need more things, more shows, more street performers, more everything to get tap out there more documentaries, more movies, more, you know, fashion designers to make, you know, our tap dancers look amazing, because then people will want to watch us on TV. People will want to, everybody's so hype about tap already. It's just we need that next step, that shove into, you know, pop culture that'll help us. Yeah. And will get us to that next level, because I think that with the right people and the right inspiration that we can all do it. The next generation is here and I'm a part of it, so I'm ready. I love tap because it's like no other dance form. You have the freedom to express yourself in your style. There's no set form of how you tap dance. Yes, of course, you have your certain steps and you're supposed to do, you know, it's supposed to sound a certain way, and you want it clean and crystal clear, as Paul Kennedy would say. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody has to tap the same way. Some people tap really light and are really stylish. Some people tap hard and like, what up? Some people are like, do certain, you know, steps certain ways. Slides are smoother. Sometimes some slides are quicker. Sometimes people do cramp rolls slower, and some do it really fast and syncopated. It doesn't matter who you are and how you tap. As long as you're being true to you and staying in your pocket, as Diane says, I feel like that's the most genuine thing in tap. You can always just stay in your pocket and fill other people's pockets as well, and like I said, grab steps and still steps or remix them, but you always come back to your style.
Alright, I'm Lee. I'm Anissa's pops. You feel me?
What are your earliest memories of Anissa dancing?
What are my earliest memories of you dancing?
Yes.
Taking you to see a few tap shows, and then introducing you to Jason and Chloe afterwards. And taking you up there to a jam session before you really got started. Check it out and see if you were really interested in it. I knew you were, you just didn't know it. So I gave you a choice between ballet and tap. You didn't know it, but I already knew you was going to choose tap, and you didn't have a choice anyway. You've grown considerably, as all kids do, in mature ways and not so mature ways. I mean, some things change and some things don't, but overall you've come out pretty good. You've learned to listen through dancing, because if you don't listen, you don't get it right, and that transpires through life as well. So.
What's the most inspiring thing to you that Anissa has done?
To see you actually pick something and stick with it. Get a chance to do that, and they float through kung fu to Thai boxing, baseball, and all this other kind of crap, and can't figure out what they want to do. It's good for experiences, but overall you want to focus on one thing and be good at it. You can do a whole bunch of different things, but if you're not good at it, it doesn't mean anything. You had a lot of fun still, but you can do that as well if you stick with one thing. So.
Woo!